This is Ian from In 30 Minutes Guides. Today I'm going to show you how to create a fillable PDF that you can type into starting from this very simple Microsoft Word document. And this will be using Adobe Acrobat Pro to create the fillable PDF. So let's get started. And I think even nowadays you'll still find organizations or people that are using like a Microsoft Word form. And basically what they want you to do, fill out, you maybe print out the form and you handwrite it, or you start typing, which creates all kinds of problems as the text moves around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transform this into a fillable PDF. The first step is to convert it from a Word document to a PDF. So this is Word for Mac. I'm going to go to File, Save As, and then I'm going to, where it says File Format, I'm going to select PDF and export it. Okay, so the next step to do is to actually take that PDF and then open it up in a program called Adobe Acrobat Pro. This is Adobe Acrobat Pro. It's similar to Adobe Acrobat Reader, which many people already have on their computers. The difference with Adobe Acrobat Pro is you can do other types of things, including editing the PDF and creating a fillable form. That's what we're going to do. If you do not have Adobe Acrobat Pro, go to the Adobe website and you'll see that there's an Adobe Acrobat Pro download. You can even get a free trial, which I highly recommend doing. If you decide to actually keep the subscription, I think it works out to about $20 or maybe even more every month. It's a kind of expensive, but it's a pretty powerful tool, and I do use it for my business. So let's open up that PDF that I just created into the let's see, yeah, here it is. I'm going to open this up in Adobe Acrobat Pro. So I'm going to right-click on it, open with Adobe Acrobat, which is Adobe Acrobat Pro. Okay, when you come to this particular screen, on the left side of the screen, you'll see all these different options here: edit PDF, fill and sign, etc. What I want is prepare a form. So it's going to say choose an option to create a form. It doesn't require signatures. I'm just going to select create form. And at this point, you'll see some new menu options popping up here. It's pretty basic to use, but I find that oftentimes I might click the wrong thing by accident, then I have to kind of go back to what I was doing before. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on better. And you'll notice on the left are the options that you can add, like a text field. On the right are the fields themselves, and you'll see what happens when I actually create a new field. So I'm going to create a text field right where name is, and you can see after I pressed it and then kind of moving my mouse over, there's like this rectangle that appears. If I click the mouse down, the box will be kind of put there, and then there's another box that appears, and I can do that in the next field. Now, at this point, I don't want to make any more fields because I want to explain something. So I'm going to go up to this hand icon and select that. So that now I'm in the panning icon, and I can kind of move around without creating a new field. So the text 3, this is the first field here. It's not big enough. I want this to go all the way across. So what I'm going to do, let's zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to grab the edge here. I'm going to hover over it with my mouse and then just drag it all the way there. The other thing I'm concerned about is it's actually too tall. So I'm going to grab the top dot above text 3 and then make it a little bit smaller. One thing to note is that it will use a default text for each field. So if I were to save this field, actually I'll do that in a second, but before we do that, let's get rid of it. Text 4, this is this age as of July 30th, so this will just be 2-digit number. So I'm just going to reduce that in size, and then I'm going to bring it down. Okay, so you'll notice I just accidentally clicked off and then a box appeared. This is not what I wanted. I want to be still editing those particular fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click text 3 here, and then the fields appear again. I'm going to double click right over text 3, and you'll see that text field property shows up. And this has all kinds of things that you can add. So the name is text 3. So what I'm going to do actually is change that to name. And then tooltip, I'm going to type something that says click here and start typing. And this means when people are using the form and they hover over the field, they'll see some text that says click here and start typing. So I'm going to, one other thing I'm going to do. Right now the font is set at Helvetica 12. This is under the Appearance tab. I'm going to change that to Helvetica 10 because I think 12 is too big. And I'm going to close that. Okay, I think now is a good time to test out just what we've done, just so we can see what's going on. So I'm going to save. It's going to ask me to save it so I'm going to save it to the same folder. It's going to give it a name. So I'm going to just say test 1 and save. Okay, now actually I'm gonna open it up and see what it's like. So here it is right here in the menu. I'm gonna double click it. Now I can start using this. So I'm gonna type my name. So test name 1, age as of July 30th. Let's say I'm gonna put it down as 18 years old. Okay. All right. So the number here looks okay. This text here looks a little bit big to me. So maybe I need to reduce it even further. The other thing that's going to come up with this Microsoft Word document is the lines are too close together. So I'm definitely going to need a smaller font size than Helvetica 10. Maybe it has to be Helvetica 9 or even smaller than that. This number here looks okay though to me. So I think we'll just leave that as is. And then I'm going to create more fields to basically make this entirely fillable. So I'm going to get back out of that one again. I don't want to save that. And I'm going to open up my sign up form. All right, so I'm going to start all over again, prepare a form, create form, and I'm going to do the same thing. So text field, I'm going to move kind of fast here just to save some time. I'm going to select these, I'm going to create these two. And then what I'm going to do is click the hand icon. I want to resize this just like I did before. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to double click on this. I'm going to change the font size to 9 because I think 10 is too big. And do the same thing with this one's too big. Going to bring it in, make it a little bit smaller. Double click, change that to Helvetica 9. Okay, close. Now, one other thing I can do is I can copy these. Oh, I'm going to have to rename these as well. So I'm going to do that over here. I just double clicked on that. I'm going to call this the name field. And this one I'm going to call age. Okay, and this I'm going to instead of redrawing a new field for every one and resizing it, because this one is the right size and the right font, I'm just going to copy it. So to copy it, you can do it up here. Let's see if it lets me do that. Yeah, create multiple copies. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to copy selected fields down 2 times and across. So I think what I'm going to do is do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is 5 down and 1 across. You can see that they're already starting to appear. So I'm going to do that. All right. Now I have 5 fields here, and I might have to rearrange them a little bit more. So let's do that. So this one I'm going to move over here a little bit. I'm also going to change the name of that to address. Next one is city. Change that one. City. And I need to rearrange that as well. So I'm going to move that up a little bit. Move this one up a little bit. It's hard to see, so I'm going to zoom in. Okay, city looks okay. Maybe I could even put that over here a little bit more. You can see it's overlapping state. I don't want that to happen. And then telephone, move that up a little bit. This doesn't need to be as long. And I'm going to rename that telephone. And then the 4th one is email. So I'm just going to call that email. Okay. This one also has to be moved up. All right, so things are starting to look a little bit better. Age, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this one. And instead of using that other method, I'm just going to do Command-C. It's Control-C in Windows to copy it, and then Command-V to paste it, Control-V in Windows to paste it. So I'm just going to move, whoops, I'm just going to move that. That doesn't look right. So I'm going to move this one down to state, and then I'm going to call that state. And then I'm going to do the same thing, paste another copy, and that's going to be zip code. Okay, and double click that and call that zip. All right, so you can see we're moving along here. It's a little bit tedious. I'll be frank about that. Now, here's a special case. Special meals, please describe. And actually, it's kind of a big field here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the text field again to add form component. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click down and then drag all the way across all those fields. So what will happen is actually, I hope, is people will be able to type in a lot more if they need to do that, because they have to say something about their meal needs and also medical needs. Now this field is a little weird looking. I just might have to do this one as a two. It's like 2 levels instead of 3. And then parent 1, I'm going to put another one here. Phone, I'm going to put another one here. Parent 2, I'm going to put another one here. Phone, I'm going to put another one here. Okay, so I think we're looking pretty good. The one thing I do want to do is just to check the, I'm going to click off the field creation by moving my mouse up to this pointy arrow, the select text, and I'm going to double click this one, because this one, it's a big field. I want to make sure that it's actually able to have multiple lines of text. And there's an option in here. Yes, here it is right here. A multi-line. I'm going to select that. So that means when people are typing, they can type like a whole paragraph of text. Scroll long text, that means the text will actually run off the side of the page. I don't want to do that. And I'm going to close. And then this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, you know what? I also have to change the font size again because it looks like it's too big. Multi-line, don't scroll long text. So you can see that you have to kind of go in and check things out and make sure that everything is looking okay. It is a pain. But the advantage of this is once you give this to people, people will just be able to type in the information. And so basically that's the idea behind creating a fillable PDF from a Microsoft Word document. And it takes time. You have to test it. I do advise testing it before you actually send it to everybody. There's a lot of other features, and I'm not going to get into them right here. But this is the basic idea of how to create a fillable form that was originally based on a Microsoft Word document. Once you create this form, you can open it up in multiple types of applications. But I do recommend that you tell your users to use Adobe Acrobat Reader, the free version of Adobe Acrobat, because Adobe Acrobat does work the best with these types of forms that have been created in Adobe Acrobat Pro. If you have any questions, leave them below.